Hey there everybody. I'm going to be doing a quick review on the Kel Tec P11 9mm pistol here. I've already done a safety check on it, as evidenced by that right there. Um, and I've only got one free hand here, so I'm not going to do it on the video. For all those YouTube trolls who go around and tell people that they need to do it on the video, don't leave that comment here, because I'm telling you now that you got to watch somebody else's video, because I'm not going to do it. So, um, at any rate, this is my setup. Got the pocket holster for it here, my Kel Tec P11, magazine, and ammo. I carry this gun on a daily basis for work as a backup gun, as well as an off-duty gun, concealed. No matter how I'm carrying it, it's always going to be in that pocket holster, whether it's on or off duty. And just the size of the gun makes it really enjoyable to carry because I can toss that in a back pocket or something like that. Nobody's going to see it, and I can get to it quickly. And I don't feel like I'm carrying a gun with me constantly, which is great because the more I carry it, the safer me and everyone else around me is. So I'm a big fan of carry the largest gun you can regularly. And if you have a gun too large, you're not going to be prone to carrying it regularly. So this is what I found is a good compromise between compact and full size. And when I say compact, I mean this definitely is a compact gun. I mean, my whole hand covers the gun. I'm not a huge guy. It's a small gun, but it comes in full size 9mm cartridge. So most of the guns this size you're going to find are in the 380 range. And nothing against 380. If that's the biggest that you can carry and carry it regularly, do so. More power to you. But I feel more comfortable with that, at least a 9mm. So, the other good thing about this gun, despite its size, you have a double stack 10 round magazine. So in this package, you're getting 11 rounds of 9mm. To me, that's pretty impressive when it comes to a concealed carry gun. Most in this category in 9mm you're going to find are single stack, and you got 7, maybe 8 with an extended magazine. But this is a flush fit magazine, 10 rounds. Amazing. And the width is not very big. I mean, you're talking an inch, maybe even a little less. So I'm a big fan of it. Overall, I've been really impressed with the gun. It is not a looker. Don't go into this gun thinking you're going to pass this down to your future generations, because it's not that kind of gun. It's not aesthetically pleasing. The checkering is not all that comfortable when it's up against your skin. There's mold marks from where the gun was molded. The sights are polymer. I don't really like that, but it's not a deal breaker for me. They work. And it's double action only. So you're getting what you're paying for. Despite this only being a $200 gun, I have not had a single failure to feed or failure to fire in this gun yet. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm sure there's a whole lot of people out there that don't like these guns, and I'm sure people have horror stories about them, but I haven't personally experienced any problems with this gun at all. What I also like about it being an expensive gun is that in that concealed carry or backup carry gun, it's gonna get beat up. It's not gonna be a pretty looking gun by the time you get done with it, as you can tell. Holster wear here on the slide stop, on the slide serrations here on the front of the gun, on the muzzle over here, and then on the slide serrations back here. I don't care if it gets messed up, really, as long as it functions, and it's been able to function fine since I've had it in the 2 years. That's all that matters to me, as long as it functions. So holster wear doesn't bother me. If it was on a $500 gun, on a $700 gun, on a $1,000 gun, which I have plenty of those, I've got plenty of expensive guns, I'd be pretty upset if I messed up a gun that cost a chunk of change like that. But this is the sacrificial lamb as it goes, I guess. And I'll tell you, out of all those guns that I have, probably at least tens of thousands of dollars worth of guns, I carry this one the most. So there's something to be said about that too. And like I said, I'm a fan of carrying the largest gun that you can on a regular basis. So I'm not the biggest person in the world, so this gun is easy to conceal on my frame, and that's all that matters. I'm not worried about anybody seeing it. It's not that I'm not worried about it. I should rephrase that. No one would be able to see this while I'm concealed carrying it. So I'm not having to constantly worry about somebody noticing it. But as a concealed carry advocate, anyone should be concerned about people being able to see their gun. Not because it's the end of the world or it's illegal if somebody sees it, but as I'm assuming that each one of us that are carrying concealed out there are of the sheepdog mentality, and there's a bunch of sheep out there, and the sheep, they don't like the sheepdogs because they have the capability to inflict violence. And if a sheep sees a sheepdog with a gun, then they're going to think that you're a crazy person and that you're violent, and they're going to call the police, and it's going to be a big, giant fiasco for nothing. But, and I think we all know what I'm talking about when it comes to sheep and sheepdogs, so I'm not going to go into explaining that, but you don't want law enforcement attention because somebody called and is freaked out because they saw you with a gun. It's not going to go well. It's not going to be pleasant. It's going to require some explaining, and it's going to ruin your day. So make sure if you're carrying, carry deep. Nobody should be able to tell that you're carrying besides you. And that's also a good thing as far as preventing crime goes. If somebody can see that you're carrying, if there's a big bulge on the side of your pants, if top of the gun is sticking out from your waistband, out of the top of your pocket, people can key in on that, and you may be a target after that. If somebody's going to do harm to someone, you may as well do harm to somebody that has the capability to stop you first. So be aware of that. And like I said, carry every day. If you get in the habit of it, you'll never forget. And if you never forget, when it comes time that you'll be in that situation that you need your gun, you'll have it. So, and I think that the Kel Tec P11 here fits that bill just fine for me. I am doing this video a little bit late. I know there's a lot of videos out there on the Kel Tec P11 already. But I am also of the opinion that buying a gun and doing a review on it 2 weeks after you buy it is not doing any favors for the people that you're reviewing it to. So I've had the gun for a while, and I think I've felt out its capabilities and limitations enough that I can do this video. I did just buy a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, and I'll be doing a similar video on that because I'm hoping that I can replace this Kel Tec P11 with a Smith & Wesson. Just because I don't like the trigger on the P11. And like I said during the video, I can live with the P11 trigger, but knowing that there's something better out there in a similar size package, I've got to try it out. So I'm going to weigh the two options and see if I like the mag capacity, 10+1 in the P11 or 7+1 in the M&P, and see which one I actually prefer. I think the M&P is actually going to be a little bit skinnier, but maybe a little bit bigger dimensionally. So we'll see. I'll probably do a video comparing the two and see what you guys think of it. But until then, stay safe and always carry.